All right. Hey, welcome to Working Class Rich. My name is Starsky Inspires. Today we're going to be talking about the high cost of living, man, that's going on out there that's affecting us as middle class people. You know, when we go in these grocery stores, man, we buy cars, man, we want to take trips. I mean, it's like they're targeting us personally, dude. I mean, at least that's how I feel, man. So I'm going to be reacting to these TikTok videos for the next 25, maybe 30 minutes, man. And we're going to try to get some type of perspective on, man, what's really going on out here, man, with these prices, man, and maybe we can kind of have a dialogue and talk about maybe some strategies of how we can, man, just combat this. Cause dude, it's hitting me hard. I don't know how it's hitting you, but hey, listen, no, enough talking, man. Let's get into the show, and I hope you find yourself entertained. Yeah, let's go.
As for me and my house, we will now be on a steady rotation of great value pizzas, um, poop on a shingle, if you know, you know,
No, I don't know.
and
What's that?
hamburger helper and a rotisserie chicken, a
Is
five
that a
dollar rotisserie
fudge
chicken.
pop?
Because ain't nobody trying to pay these prices out here no more. Okay? $33 a Dairy Queen? No thank you. Um Cost me like $15 just to make hamburger helper now. A great value pizza, almost $10. Yeah. Okay. So if anybody's got any super cheap recipes, like a bowl of cereal, and that's depending on what kind of cereal we get, because cereal is getting pretty pricey too. Um, yeah. So maybe,
So
slice of
how you
bread.
gonna be broke and
So,
choicey?
if you're considering moving to Canada, I would highly recommend that you
Pick one.
reconsider, specifically Ontario, because that's where I live. And the food prices are just insane. So, I just want to give you an example. I asked for 5 slices of turkey breast. You can literally count them. I literally asked for 5 slices because it's for my daughter and she doesn't eat very much. Anyways, I got the Compliments brand, which is like a no-name brand. $7.72. $8 for 5 slices of turkey. What is happening?
So y'all want to know something? This officially is $89 worth of food. This right here. 89. This is one meal. I decided that I wanted to make buttered chicken. And this is without the rice. The rice is in the rice cooker. We already had rice. But this is without the rice. This is officially $100 basically worth of food. I got, my green onions. I got, what is this, cilantro, some regular onions, some green bell peppers. Like,
Sound like you finna make something good.
and it's not, and you know what? I love HEB so much, and it's not HEB's fault. Whose fault is it, y'all? Answer me this. Whose fault is it? This is one meal.
I don't know,
One
but you making me
meal that
hungry.
I'm putting together right now for my family of what, 6? Yeah, 5 or 6. It's 5 or 6 of us. Whatever. I'm not counting all of us.
You can tell
Anyway,
she can cook.
but look, I wonder why. I wondered the frig why.
Y'all, okay, I don't know if it's me that's tripping, but why in the world is olive oil $8, bro?
Oh my
Usually I don't
god.
complain about prices, and I don't like complaining about prices. Cause, bro, look at all these prices. See, this is $6.99. This was $5.30. That's a clearance. Where did just come right here, bro? For some dad.
Now. Hold on. I had to pause it right here because I need I need you to understand something. He's coming on talking about olive oil. Listen, you need to understand. Most of y'all out there have no idea what olive oil is. You don't even cook with it. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff that you may get at the Olive Garden, but you yourself may not do. I mean, I didn't even know about olive oil until I became an adult, man. We did Crisco, we did soybean, we did vegetable oil, you know, we did a whole Karo syrup, you know. I mean, we did those things, you know. I mean, we didn't even go to the olive oil section, you know, unless, you know, it was used for something at church or something. I mean, but you see what I'm saying? He's complaining about the higher end stuff, you know. Middle class people, I tell you.
Like on oil. But why in the world? Bro, I'm literally not even joking. Why the frick? Oh no. Skyrocketed. Anybody who goes to Kroger's, bruh, be careful, bruh. These are gradually creeping up on these prices about to skyrocket. This is not okay, bruh. Trump, do something, bro.
Yeah.
Lower it. Literally.
It's obvious you got two nickels to rub together.
Look at this, $6 fucking
Buying
for a
olive
box of
oil.
cereal. Who can afford this shit? This is fucking crazy. Then you eat this shit and your mouth gets stuck together with this bullshit, so you're gonna have to eat this to taste. This is crazy. What the fuck is the world coming to? $6 for a fucking box of cereal? They used to be $2 when I was a kid. I'm either getting old or this world is getting expensive. Fuck.
Listen, you know, this stuff is hilarious, man, because it's hitting us at a real place, man. And we, you know, you can, but it's like, wait a minute, you gonna go to Cheerios when you pass Lucky Charms, Cookie Crisp, Frosted Flakes, you know, you pass all of this stuff going straight to Cheerios. Somebody ain't telling the truth. You know, I don't think that's where you go first, ma'am. I'm just saying. I ain't. Somebody lie.
See this? This is $72 worth of groceries from Walmart. Christmas is officially over. Officially over. At least the fun gifts of Christmas. Everybody's gonna get care packages filled with toilet paper, paper towels, laundry detergent, maybe a little bit of liquid soap or something. But this ridiculous, you know. I don't know what to do, but stay strong, everybody. Just hang in there. Hang in there. We all in this together. But it's care packages from now on. Hang in there.
Man, we need to have progressive meals. Everybody eat over everybody's house.
3 bags of Tyson chicken. And it's all gone. Apple Honey Crisp chicken. 2 bags, all gone.
Come on, let it out.
Bag of hot fries. Bag of Doritos. Bag of hot Cheetos. All gone. The receipt. I went shopping 3 days ago. So how's this all gone? Hold up. Juice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-liter juice. And it's been 3 days. All gone. Hold up. Fruit, banana, grapes, ice cream, strawberry, milkshake. All gone.
Smells like a banana
These
split.
kids gotta be selling the food. They gotta be selling food. They gotta be going to school, put food in their book bags and selling it. Because there's no way they're eating up all this food in 3 days. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to hire an investigator. I'm gonna have to hire a private investigator. I'm gonna have to hire.
How many kids you got?
I'm just
How
glad I
many
became an
kids
adult
you
recently who
got?
started to like buy their own stuff, because if I was 40 and I lived a life where like this much groceries used to cost like $30 and now this much groceries cost $80, I think I would go insane. So I'm lucky I've only been grocery shopping for myself like a few years. It's been a few years, but it hasn't been that long where I'm like, I remember the day where a pound of beef only cost $2.99 because the beef is up to like $8.50 a pound, and that's a lot. And I only recently started eating beef, so I can only imagine what the prices were like in 2015. And I'm just so glad I don't know what it's like, because I think I would be in shock if I once had to pay like $30 for this much food and now I pay $80. That would kill me. It would, truly. Stake to the heart.
Why is everything so damn expensive? 4 years ago, my rent was $1,200 a month at a
Coming in
luxury
hot.
apartment complex. It is now $2,100, not even including utilities. I went to the grocery store yesterday, right, and got 3 bags of chips, some ground turkey, and some vegetables, and it was $67! What? My car insurance from 4 years ago until now, with no tickets, no wrecks, no nothing on my driver's record, has gone from $130 to $240 per month. 3 years ago, my electric bill was averaging $45. Now it's averaging $125. You go and get a tank of gas once a week, and you're dropping $70. I mean, a guy can't even buy a can of dip for less than $8. $8 for a can of dip? What the fuck is going on?
Listen, that video is freaking hilarious. You know, man, it's my first time seeing it. I'm seeing it with you. I mean, hilarious. But listen, you know, I didn't bleep out any of the swear words, you know, or whatever, you know, because I just didn't get to it or whatever. But so if you offended, hey, I apologize. You know, I'll try to clean it up with future videos. But hilarious, man. Hilarious. How many of us in middle class, you know, put that in the comments. How many of you out there right now, you know, you doing everything right, but you still can't seem to even get ahead? You know, I wonder if anybody other than me that's feeling that, you know, because I feel like that every single day. You know, it's like my money goes into my bank account, you know, and I may be able to grab a few cents here and dispense and kind of save it or whatever, but the majority of it just goes out immediately. And I'm thinking, how did it move so fast, man? So it's funny how his expression is exactly what I feel inside. Hey, let's keep going.
How much are y'all spending on groceries? Because $492 on groceries without food stamps is crazy work. Let's go grocery shopping for me and my 6 kids. I hope I can stay under budget. I go soft about $5. Do y'all remember these? This is all I ate growing up. $598. Ridiculous.
Excuse me, ma'am. Let me talk to you for a minute. You went to Red Baron's Pizzas. Red Baron's, you know. I mean, you got Pizza Hut, you know, or whatever favorite pizza that you like. You got Pizza Hut, Domino's, you know, you got Papa Murphy's, you know, kind of squeaking on in there. Only reason I'm saying Papa Murphy's is because those pizzas you have to pick up and actually take home and put in the oven yourself, you know. So I mean, they take a stir. They're down there, you know, on the Pizza Hut, because I go to Pizza Hut and all that stuff. And anyway, so Papa Murphy's, you know, is right there. Then you got Red Baron's, you know, Red Baron's Pizza. You know, I mean, how can you afford that? You know, do anybody remember Tony's Pizzas? You know, hey, listen, I'm gonna put it up here. Listen, Tony's Pizzas is what we grew up on. We couldn't even afford Red Baron. So if you going in there, you know, getting more than one Red Baron for your household, You smelling funny right now. I mean, I know you saying $500, but seems like you doing what you doing often, you know. So I got to question, you know, the rest of the story that you not saying. I can see the pizzas that you purchasing. I mean, it's just like the guy that, you know, got the olive oil. You know, if you can afford olive oil, apparently you might not be hurting as bad as you're saying. I'm just, you know, let's go.
What do you do when you done all you can?
Apparently you ain't done all what you can.
$400-some on the groceries.
And she's smiling.
I'm not even
Why
gonna lie,
this
I'm a
happened?
little confused on what my mom and daddy used to mean when they said we don't have McDonald's money. Because in this type of economy,
do.
the groceries are grocerying. And they're expensive. You can get milk, but you can't afford the cereal. You want to make spaghetti, but you can only afford the noodles. So what's tea? Because the McDonald's $5 meal, that Happy Meal, is sounding a little bit more reasonable these days.
This is fucking crazy. Before I leave Publix, I gotta show y'all these prices. This is for a case of sodas. This used to be $3 to $4. This is $9.29 for a case of sodas.
He look hurt for real.
Look at this, for a case of root beer,
He's
it's
serious.
$11.49. A carton of eggs is $11.39. Come on with these prices, bro. For a bag of barbecue Lay's, $4.99. It's $5 for a bag of chips. It used to be $2. This is insane. This is $10 for a case of Gatorade. And they had the nerve to put buy two, get one free. You're paying $20 for 2 cases of Gatorade, man. That's insane. These used to be $4. And they're doing buy two, get one free, making people think that they're getting a deal. It's crazy, man. What happened to our country in just 4 years? What happened? Just 4 years ago, all of these were $1. Now we're at $3.59. I don't know what Joe Biden has done to our country and Congress in the last 4 years, but we need a clean sweep. We need to redo our Congress, our Senate, our House of Representatives, because these people aren't favoring.
Listen, some people feel some kind of way when that Gatorade, you know, when those favorite drinks, you know, that you use could get a ton of them, you know, and go to cookouts with, you know, when you can just fill up a container, you know, have your barbecue. I mean, some people feel some kind of way. I mean, it's funny how certain things will trigger you, and all of a sudden you're thinking, man, what in the world is the government doing? What in the world is the president doing? What in the world? It's like Gatorade brought you to this place, you know. Not all the other information that kind of came out about other things, but it was at this point right here when the Gatorade hit there, you knew that the world was in worse shape than you thought. Let's go.
The people in our country, they're looking out for themselves. They're investing in stocks that favor their stocks. They're fattening the pockets of themselves and their own families. They don't care about the people. So come November, let's make this right.
I remember when $200 of grocery used to go in the trunk. Now you could take them little 3 bags and put it in the passenger seat. Matter of fact, you could drive with them bitches on your lap. Y'all think people doing intermittent fast because they want to lose weight? Nah. We doing that shit because that's one less meal we got to eat during the day. See, it used to be we would get up in the morning, have ourselves some oatmeals and some eggs. Eggs are expensive as fuck right now. Here you go, what you eating? I'm looking at a picture of eggs. Everything all the way down to the coffee done got expensive now. You're wondering why you see a decrease in sales at places like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. Duh, because a bitch can't afford $8 and $9 for a drink every day. So y'all fucked up when y'all start selling it in the grocery store. Now I'm going to go to Publix, Walmart, wherever, and I'm going to get that, and I'm going to make my iced coffee at the house every day. And at least I know it's going to come out good every day. And if it comes out nasty by chance, I have nobody to blame but myself, and I have all the ingredients to try again. Y'all be seeing scenes of people flipping shit. I'm like, girl, for that $9 drink, I probably would have flipped it too, because she told you no whipped cream.
In the US, we tend to shop at Walmart, and even with trying to keep costs low, we still spend about $250 a week. Since we've been in Mexico, we've done most of our grocery shopping at CaliMax. We've eaten a more traditional Mexican diet as the more Americanized stuff is still pretty expensive. You can get fresh baked tortillas that are still warm. A dozen eggs costs $1. And the food doesn't seem to have a lot of the same additives as are in the US. A week's worth of groceries in Mexico costs us about $80.
What could you get for $5 in the US in the 1950s?
All right.
50 bottles of Coke, 33 McDonald's hamburgers at 15 cents each, 50 orders of fries at 10 cents each, a full tank of gas at 27 cents per gallon. $5 could buy you 18.5 gallons. A nice dinner at a fancy restaurant, half a year's worth of school supplies for your kids. 6 TV dinners at 75 cents each, 35 loaves of bread at 14 cents each, 6 gallons of milk at 82 cents each, enough to last a family of 4, 3 to 6 weeks, 25 packs of cigarettes at just 20 cents each, 10 ice cream cones, 10 movie tickets at 48 cents each, 2 board games at about $1.95 each, 1 lamp for $3.95, 5 Elvis vinyl records.
Listen, I had to just pause there right there, man. It's in 1950. You know, they're showing what you can buy with $5, you know, because food was less expensive back there, you know. But if you look at the average or the median income back then, most people didn't make these very high amounts of money. You know, there was definitely a demarcation between those who were considered well-to-do and those who was considered to be commoners. You know, I mean, it was definitely a difference between the rich neighborhood and the common neighborhood. And there wasn't many necessarily ghettos because it was just the people who had more and the people who had less. You know, it was that kind of thing. So back then, the focus that people were dealing with was not the food. Yeah, so you can spend less on gas, you can spend less on this, but there were other issues that was a little more upfront back then that, you know, I would rather be paying high food prices than dealing with what they were dealing with back there in the 1950s. For real.
What can you buy with $5 today?
$700. $700.05. That is what I just spent at Walmart to buy groceries.
Oh, she's coming from a real place.
Like, I didn't buy anything wild and crazy and extra. The only thing that I would say that I bought that was extra was I bought a couple of those cheap t-shirts that are like the $5 t-shirts in the kids section because my daughter loves them. Or 2 of my daughters love them. And then I bought a pair of $7 black shorts for my daughter because she needed some. So that wasn't even extra because she needed some. And I bought me a pair of shorts. $700. I can't afford this. Like, I'm a teacher, and my husband also works for my school district, and the cost of living has gone up so freaking much, but we're not raising teacher salaries. We're not raising them. We're not making them match what is happening right now and how much everything has just skyrocketed. Like, it's getting to the point to where we have to choose, are we paying this bill or are we feeding my kids? And I will choose to feed my kids every freaking time. I don't care. I just can't. I don't care anymore. But now it's going to get to the point to where it's like, okay, we don't have a vehicle. I guess we're walking everywhere. And I get so mad when I get people on here that is like, well, get another job. I do. I have another job. I have 2 other jobs. I am a photographer, which is really not getting any business because nobody can freaking afford it. It doesn't matter if I change my prices or not. And I also do Spark delivery on the side as much as I possibly can, which makes me then gone from my family all day long and not making enough to still make ends meet. My husband is doing other side jobs. Like, we can't afford this anymore. And I'm so tired of, it's not like, I don't even know how to say it anymore because I'm tired of beating around the bush on like the politics about it. I don't care anymore about all this extra stuff. Like, you know, I just want to be able to afford to feed my family. 2 years ago, this would have cost $350, and that still made me want to choke. $700.05 is how much I spent at Walmart today to try to feed my family, hopefully for the next few weeks.
She's real.
Our
That's
politicians
real.
need to do better because
That's real.
The average American family cannot afford this anymore, and our children are going to suffer. And I just can't.
Make this make sense.
That's real.
Okay? 7 items. This is all I got from your typical Albertsons. Look at this. Guess how much this costs? Would you believe I had to throw down $60? It was $52 for 7 items. Look at this. Basic shampoo, $10.49. A 3-pack of bar soap, $4. I guess that's not too bad. A steak, right? $15, $10 after a discount. Dude, look at this. Blueberries, $9.99. Are you kidding me? A pineapple bowl for $6? Dude, this is what's wrong with America. When you're spending $60 on just some basic stuff that's going to last me a day and a half, 2 days, it's ridiculous.
You know, interesting fact is that if you go down to South America, you know, your Brazils and your Chiles and your Ecuadors and Paraguay, you know, stuff like places like that, those people actually get food that they just gonna eat for today. You know, they'll get fresh things and that they'll eat for today because they know that they're going right back to the market tomorrow. You know, it's only a westernized American thing, Northern American thing, that we try to get food to last, you know, for weeks at a time. And don't get me wrong, these people may have preserves and different things like that, but this as a culture, you know, most places outside the United States go to the market every single day. It's a common thing. It's like, but we are so surprised in America that we have to do it, you know. So that said something, because looking at your selection, dude, you about to be food fit. You hear me, son?
Me and my wife are out right now getting groceries, and our bill is already around like $300, $400 something, and it's just two of us. I remember growing up, me and our mom would get like 4 carts or 2 carts full of stuff for like $160, $170 from Aldi's or Walmart or whatever, and that would last us for almost 3 weeks. Now we're at $300 for some food that I am confident is gonna last us like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Man,
You guys
I
want to see
know,
something
I
pretty
know.
cool? This is a receipt from a grocery store back in 2008. You can actually see what the prices of things cost. Look at what milk was. $1.89 for a half gallon. Ground turkey was $2.99. Look at the bananas. $2.04. Shout out to me, I was still paying cash even back then. But look at the prices. For all of this, I paid only $44, paid $60 in cash and got $15 back. But look at the prices. Kraft cheese, well, yeah, I think it's like almost $5 now. Yeah, but yeah, at the time, what was it, $3.99? It's like $5 now. Absolutely insane. Look at the turkey meatballs was $3.19. Again, this was in 2008.
Can somebody tell me why these chicken wings $30.80 for 10 of them? I might as well go to a restaurant and purchase them already cooked and clean and everything. I thought he said he was going to reduce grocery prices. The lies they tell.
I'm about to show you $10 worth of groceries in America. Bread and eggs, $4.79 and $4.70 something or another. $10 for bread and eggs. Good job.
Well, hey, that's it, man. We're talking about cost of living, you know. So how is cost of living affecting you? You know, do you feel the same way as some of these reactions that we just saw? You know what I'm saying? How are you preparing for it? You know, are you trying to make more money? What are the ways? You know, because as working class people, man, we got to do something. We just can't sit here and just take it up the, you know, we just can't take it. You know, we got to do something about it. Hey, if you like what you see, you know what I'm saying, and what you heard, you know, you vibing with Working Class Rich, this is the place where we talk about everything middle class, man, because it's my job, man, to help you identify the game, man, so you can play the game and one day beat the game, you know what I'm saying? But we deal with a number of topics that affect the middle class, man. That is what I'm about, man. So like, subscribe, comment, you know, please share, you know, and if this is the type of channel that you like, hey, vibe with me, stay with me, because I got a lot to say and I got a lot of wisdom to share with those of you that's ready. Hey, my name is Starsky Inspires. This is Working Class Rich, and we out. Yeah.